She wants to play.
What is the deal, YouTube? It is your boy 1 Star a Week Finna. We are back for another episode of the Broke Boy Road to Glory Weekend League Edition. And speaking of the Weekend League, as you guys know, I left off last episode and I was 6-4. A truly catastrophic start to the Weekend League indeed. And last week I had a bad Weekend League too, so that's 2 straight Weekend Leagues. It's been a dub, and I think this weekend it has to do with the servers in conjunction with the new patch, because that new patch at first I didn't think changed that much, but after playing the Weekend League it's really become clear. There's a few things that have changed, and I really need to change a bit of the things I'm doing in order to really get the best results I can within this new patch, because there's a few things that have changed since the new patch have dropped. Number one, dribbling seems to be even more overpowered. Number two, the passing and finishing, I don't know what they've done to it, because in the patch notes it didn't really specifically mention them touching, passing, or finishing that much, but it feels completely different. My finishing has gone south. The passing has been worse than even normal, and passing already was bad. And I feel like the dribbling has been glitched. It seems like more players that are agile and everything like that have the ball stick to them, so even if you manually tackle them, it just bounces back to them over and over and over and over again. It seems like manual defending is not being rewarded at all with the game at its current state, and it's really frustrating to play. And yeah, all we can do is really adjust to it and move on, so that's what we're gonna do. And this episode we have a new update, we have a new player, we've unlocked a new signing, and as you can tell from the thumbnail, it's gonna be this 84 rated headliners Orsic. And I gotta give big ups to EA. Even though I don't like what you guys did with the new patch, I do like the fact that you're giving us a card like this to unlock for free. And it took me about 2 hours in Rivals last night. I think the hardest part about the objective is not even scoring the goals with the Croatian player, because a lot of you guys at home like myself will have the storyline Orsic, who can do that pretty easily. It's the scoring goals with crosses, and I was lucky enough that in my last game a guy was also going for the same objective, so we let each other score crosses at each other. All right, it is what it is. I got the Orsic card, and I'm gonna review it for you guys. So when you look at this card, he looks absolutely amazing. I mean, the main flaw with the card is just his links. It's very difficult to link this card unless you have icons, because there is no strong link in this game that's good that you can really bring into your side. So when you look at this card, he's 5'10". He has the high work rates. He's right-footed with a 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. I have played 7 games in the Weekend League with him, and I have 6 goals and 1 assist. And before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, please hit your boy with a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching. So let's look at this card a little bit closer, all right? Because the face stats on this card are icon-esque. I mean, 96 pace, 90 shooting. He definitely has decent dribbling as well. But when you look at the stats a little bit closer, there are some gaps there, all right? So the number one thing I really don't like about the card, just off the top, is his lack of actual dribbling stats, all right? He has a 99 agility, 97 balance, fair enough, but his reactions, ball control, dribbling, and composure all look very mediocre. So I went ahead and initially I threw a marksman chem style on him, but I didn't really quite like it, so I went ahead and put a sniper chem style on him, and I really liked how he felt with the sniper chem style. His passing stats are decent. I wouldn't really play him at the cam position, but any other attacking position, he should be fine. His main calling card is really going to be his patient shooting. I mean, they're absolutely sensational. He doesn't really have he does have the finesse shot trait, but he doesn't really have the outside the foot shot trait. But with these stats, I don't think it's going to matter. His physical and defending stats are not too bad as well. I mean, 85 stamina. His strength looks decent enough to ride the challenge. I'm gonna stop talking though. Without further ado, let's jump into the gameplay. I'm gonna let you guys know how I'm doing the Weekend League, and I'm gonna let you guys know, is this guy worth the grind? Let's get it. All right, guys. So like I said, this card took me about 2 hours to complete. For you guys at home, it could take you guys probably up to 3 or 4 hours depending on what kind of matchmaking you get and everything like that. Is he worth the grind? I'll have to say absolutely. All right, I think this card is guaranteed to get one more upgrade. From what I hear, he is pretty much playing for the best team in Croatia, the most dominant team in Croatia, so I think they're gonna win 4 straight games guaranteed. So he's gonna at least become an 86 rated card, and if he gets +2 on every stat, this card's gonna be an absolute beast. Let me break down the stats though, so you know exactly what to expect at home. So 96 pace, how does it feel in game? And honestly, this guy is absolutely rapid. If you send him in behind the defense, he's always going to beat the defender. That being said, I thought he was going to feel a little bit quicker. I'm not saying he's slow. I'm not even saying that he's not fast. I'm saying that when you compare him to Sane, when you compare him to Mbappe, when you compare him to that special Gelson Martins card, he feels just a half step slower. It's definitely noticeable. But other than that, his pace is amazing. So I got to give him a 9.5 out of 10. It's almost perfect, and I do think that once he gets one more upgrade, he's gonna have perfect pace. Next, we're gonna talk about his shooting. How does it feel in game? And honestly, even though he only has 87 finishing, it felt like he had 95 finishing. Every single good shot I took in the box went in. Even shots from bad angles, they went in. And I think it has to do with his shot power. He has 94 shot power, 87 finishing. So pretty much, if you get that thing on target, it's going to beat the keeper every single time. I did notice his long shot was very good as well. And what I really noticed about him was his finesse shot was really good. On either foot, he can finesse it from inside or outside the box. So I think that's really the go-to way to score for him. Really try to create the angle for the finesse shot, and if you get it off, it's going to hit the back of the net. His attack positioning at 85 is very good as well. It was boosted to 90 with a sniper, and he was always making nice, intelligent runs. And overall, I got to give his shooting a 9.5 out of 10. This guy is a very clinical player inside and outside the box. Next, we're going to talk about his passing, and his passing stats are fairly average, all right? I did not boost it at all with the cam style, but it was decent enough, all right? I did not play him in the cam position. Where I did play him was left cam and striker, and his passing was good enough to link up play. He was definitely not really a liability as far as build-up play goes, but he wasn't anything special. He completed the passes he was supposed to complete. He could ping a long pass here or there, but don't expect him to be the main playmaker of your squad. You'll be fine. Overall, I gotta give his passing an 8 out of 10. Next, we're going to talk about his dribbling. And this was really the stat that I questioned the most, because he has a 99 agility, he has a 97 balance, but then the rest of his stats leave a little bit to be desired. And in game, I mean, I did mention that I went from a marksman to a sniper, because the marksman does boost the dribbling a little bit. But when I was using him with the marksman chem style, I felt like he was agile, sure. He was able to turn 360, 180 degrees very quickly, fine. But he wasn't quite silky smooth on the ball. He didn't have that feel that the high-end dribblers have when he was actually on the ball. When I threw a sniper chem style on him, that was improved by a little bit. I did notice him being able to L1 dribble smoother. I did notice him having a better command of the ball. But overall, he doesn't really quite have the dribbling to play on the wing, to play as a meta winger, in my opinion. I think he's best used at the striker position because of this. And don't get me wrong, his dribbling is not bad, but he just doesn't have the playmaking ability with his dribbling to beat a man or two consistently. And that's really just because his ball control is 81, his dribbling's 84, his reactions are 80. So even though he's able to quickly turn, he's not really able to really beat a man or two. He doesn't have the 4-star skill moves. That's also a con. And overall, I gotta give his dribbling an 8 out of 10. I do think if he gets 1 or 2 more upgrades, his dribbling is gonna be massively improved. However, I do think it leaves a bit to be desired if you want to play him on the wing. Finally, we will be talking about his physical. And in-game, I really enjoyed the 85 stamina. He lasted all game, no matter which position I played him in. His strength at 68 was decent. He's 5'10". He's not small, but he's not big in-game, so he is able to ride the challenge. But if you shield too long with him, you will lose the ball. His jumping at 64 is not really a thing. He does have 50 heading accuracy, so he's not going to be an aerial threat at all. Overall, I gotta give his physical a 7 out of 10. Alright guys, so what do I think about this card? I think this card is an amazing card if you play him in the striker position, because he has all the tools. He has the pace to get him behind, he has the clinical finish on either foot, he has the finesse shot trait, so he can finish from outside the box. What he is lacking is a little bit of quality on the ball, alright? Because he is able to turn. He is able to turn very quickly. He is able to L1 dribble from side to side very quickly, but he doesn't have that great control of the ball that the better wingers, the better cams on this game do possess. And that's why I play him at striker, because all you have to do is really get him in the box, quickly turn, shoot, that thing's heading the back of the net. If you have him on the ball for extended periods of time, you may notice his lack of quality on the ball. However, other than that, I think this card is amazing attacker, and once he gets an upgrade or two, he's going to be an endgame card in my opinion. I think he makes a great super sub, so even if you can't start him, I think he's definitely worth doing just for that alone. And yeah, You guys might be wondering at home how I'm doing in the weekend league, and I think we've brought it back quite a bit. I mean, the gameplay was extremely frustrating, and the patch I'm still getting used to. I'm still getting used to the fact that every time I tackle, it seems to go back to the player. It seems like there's a lot of glitchy animations where players go through your players, and it seems like finishing and passing, I still got to get used to because I'm not being able to do them very consistently. That being said, this Orsic card, even with the glitch finishing, I was able to finish everything with him. So I do think that speaks a lot to this Orsic card's finishing. And I will try to push for gold 1, but if I get gold 2, it's not a big deal. Being that it's a new patch, we're going to move on and continue to push and grind and work in rivals to get better at this game. And yeah, hopefully you guys at home enjoyed this video, found it helpful in some way, shape, or form. Let me know in the comment section down below. How's your weekend league going? Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, later.